Yeah, we've had a very decent show. I think from our perspective, we've had some days that were slightly up on attendance, some days that are slightly down on attendance. So we sit here on Sunday and we look like we're up today. We don't know until we see the final numbers. Yet we're a bit quieter on the Saturday, which is role reverse from last year. I think we need to do more to get people in on a Thursday night. I've been talking to a lot of exhibitors about how we get exhibitors involved to actually really drive those tickets and those things, and what content that we put into the show. For example, everybody wants to see a big air, wants to see a rail competition, and I'm committed to trying to bring back that live action to the show.
That's for next year. You think we'll be seeing that again next year, do you?
Land Rover were a very big sponsor of the show, which obviously helped us build those kind of things, and the show's evolved considerably, and people have, on consultation with the brands and with the resorts, they've said we want to see families, we want to see families, we want to see families, that's who's spending money. And now everyone's gone, right, you've got families, it's a great day out for kids, now we want to see some après bars, now we want to see a bit more music, and we need to support the sort of board sports part of the market. So we've been listening a lot to what people want, because people see this as their show as well as ours. And I think the big lesson I've learned here is that our exhibitors need to be empowered to help not just sell tickets, but we invite people, and we're talking about doing tickets for £1 as a standout thing for certain evenings, but we need to be using every single exhibitor database, Facebook. People are really passionate about it, but the hard thing is that it doesn't just get done when we email people and say, can you send this out to your database? People need to be empowered to actually be involved in the content to do that, I think.
You mentioned some of the different advice you're getting there. One year you're told bring the families in, the next year you're told bring back kickers and rails on it. Do you sometimes feel you can't please all the people all the time at a show like this? Everyone's got different opinions on what it should be like. Well,
such is life, but it depends on where you're looking at it from. A retailer's perspective on the show might be very different to a resort. I've talked a lot to the resorts and people that have activated sponsorships, such as Vale, such as the Three Valleys, people like the Tyrol, people like Norway, and I've had great feedback from a number of those guys who are like, yeah, we really enjoyed this works. And then to a smaller retailer or owner brand, they say the people I've seen are great, I've sold things, but it's not been brilliant, we need to get more people in. But what they are saying is that they want to help, they want to get involved, we all want it to work. The more people that come in, the more trade we all do. And I think the hard thing for people to understand is that we actually spend a fortune on marketing, on train panels, on advertising, on digital, and because there's so much going on in London, it's very hard to make a big loud noise. But the other thing is, there's only 1 million of us skiers here, or 1.3 depending on what report you want to read. But to actually get skiers in, there's no point bussing people in to keep warm. You could sit there and say, oh, the show's really busy because we've done a load of free tickets, and it needs to be targeted to people that are going to spend cash. Otherwise you just spend your time talking to people that are irrelevant or would love to go skiing and can't afford it.
Well, I must admit, I've been coming to these shows for a number of years, probably about as long as you, and my sort of overall take on this year is, I think there's a sort of bit of a spring in people's step, and I think it has been an improvement on last year. Obviously we haven't got the full numbers yet, so I'd say, yeah, it's gone well, and congratulations, and good luck working out next year, and we look forward to being here then.
Brilliant, thanks James, thanks for your time.